Nice. That's awesome. Well, speaking of riding cable, you just released your first pro model board for 2021. That's really exciting. I would like to kind of touch on it on just, you know, how that feels being you and having your first pro model and, what that's like.
Yeah, it's super awesome. I thought it was something that would never happen. That's actually not true because it almost happened. I used to ride for O'Brien, and right before I got kicked off of O'Brien, they were making me a pro model wakeboard then.
Mhm.
And like it was such like a crush. Like it just crushed me. And I was like, all right, well, I've kind of given up. I've given up a lot of times and then just kept it going anyway. But I thought it would never happen again. I went through another board brand, Connolly, and then started riding for Hyperlite. And I just kind of accepted that it would never happen. And, just kept pumping out more and more videos, and my name kept growing. And Greg Nelson reached out to me. He's like, well, why don't we just make you your own shape? And I still didn't believe the words that came out of his mouth. I was like, yeah, okay, sure. And I didn't even act like excited or anything because I don't want to believe something until it happens because last time it was so close and just got shut down. So I didn't really say anything to anybody about it forever. And then finally, it got printed out, and it was so exciting to like finally have this board that was my own, and it's everything like I could have hoped for. It's so good and it's so fun and it's so cool to see like everybody at the cable park riding it, especially like OWC. There are so
Yeah.
many people riding the board, and it's really cool.
That's awesome. What was it like that experience, because you had a part in how it was shaped and designing it with Aaron. So what was that experience like?
Um, it was pretty cool. Greg at first sort of had me draw out on graph paper. He showed me all these older boards he used to draw for Double Up, which is like a board brand he used to own back in the day.
Yeah.
It kind of exists now in other countries, but not really in America. But he showed me all these shapes and what he did and everything. And he's like, okay, if you can come up with sort of some sort of idea that you like, and we'll send it in, see if it gets approved. And I drew a few things, sent them in, and they got approved. But I don't know exactly what everything needs to be on a wakeboard. I'm not a professional board shaper guy or anything. So Aaron kind of took some of my ideas and talked to me about it and everything. And he kind of sent me 3D mock-up and everything, and then sent me a prototype. And we tried it out and found kind of the things I didn't like and the things I did. And it was really cool. And he got rid of like one thing that I didn't like about it. And then the final one that came out turned out amazing. And yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. I never really was able to have that experience before.
Totally.
And yeah, so it was pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Do you remember when like that moment of you wrote it and you're like, this is it, no more changes, like we got the board?
Um, no, because
Oh,
because the change I wanted, everything was so perfect except for the one change I wanted. I had sort of like this spine in the nose. It would sort of like push you off rails.
mhm.
I was like, if we just get rid of that, I mean, we don't really even need to try it again. I mean, it'll be good. And the one that was the one was the actual one at the photo shoot, and I hopped on it, and I was really nervous actually, and it was perfect. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with how it turned out.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on that. That's so exciting.
Thank you.